aware they had that many. Mass being what, more than 2 people at a time?
More than 4.
More than 4. Okay.
Whoop-de-doo.
But perhaps there were other non-whoop-de-doo side effects.
The homicide rate involving the use of guns has declined significantly by factors of up to 50 and 60%. And the incidence of youth suicides involving guns has declined dramatically.
Whoop-de-do.
Help me out here, Philip.
Homicides with guns went down. Suicide with guns also went down. 0 mass shootings.
What did happen? Australia still has murders, rapes, and robberies, last I checked.
Unless you can get rid of 100% of crime, it's not worth doing at all.
We'll put it this way. It's illegal to have crack cocaine anywhere in the United States. Do you think if somebody really wants it, they can get their hands on crack cocaine in America?
So unless we can completely get rid of drugs, there's no point in having drug laws at all.
Let me think about that for a minute. Well, I guess effectively, it doesn't work.
You can't argue with Philip. Even his logic is bulletproof.
Well, let me put it to you this way. There are more drownings in backyards where they have pools. If they don't have a pool, there are no drownings in backyards, okay? So the U.S. has a very high number of guns. Therefore, there's going to be more chances for somebody to be killed with a gun.
Right. That's my point.
There you go. That's the piece that he presented to his audience.
Right, yes.
On it. And John Howard just basically said, well, this happened, and we said, no, we're not going to allow this to happen again. How many mass shootings in Australia have occurred since Port Arthur and the removal of automatics and semi-automatics in Australia?
Counted on one hand.
New Zealand, really, look, I take my hat off to New Zealand, the Parliament of New Zealand. Jacinta Ardern, who is the Prime Minister, very young, very just informed person.
Enlightened.
Enlightened, exactly right. And, like, I'm just confused as to why that, you know, with the Muslim people that were targeted.
Yep.
I know a ton of Muslim people.
Yep.
And they are the most kindest, gentlest people in the world. But they just take this, like, these people that just believe that they've got the right to do this kind of shit, that they believe that they've got the right to actually go ahead and do this kind of thing. It's not serving a higher purpose.
No, they're just oxygen thieves.
Yes, I haven't sworn, or I've said shit, but I'm going to say this oxygen thief.
Yes.
I hope. I'm going to say this and I really am. And again, this is just an honest thing that we're talking about here, because this has just dominated the news and it's devastating.
Yeah.
I was upset when I heard about this. I went, why? What? The question just is why.
And it's a good question. Yeah. And it's not one I don't think anyone can answer.
No, that's
unfortunately.
right.
And we need to stop asking why. We need to move, like, as a whole, society just needs to pull their finger out and stop being twats.
Yep, that's it. That's exactly it. But I just don't understand why. I'm going to be controversial here.
Okay.
And this is the last thing I want to talk about this before we flip it into a little bit of fun.
All right.
I wish that New Zealand had the death penalty.
I'm sure you're not the only one saying that. And, like,
you're going to take some lives, that's fine. You're going to give back and you're going to cop your own. That's all I'm going to say about it. If you have an issue with what we've discussed or anything like that at all, we welcome your feedback. You can get us at theburble.com.au. You can find us on Facebook at theburble.au. Just search for that and you'll be able to find us. Normally, Az and I will have a couple of beers and we're sitting here and we're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to talk about some things that is absolutely ridiculous. However, though, I just can't let this one go by, Az, because that is just absolutely appalling. The situation, his bullshit 75-page friggin' manifesto that's online.
It shouldn't be. It should just be burnt.
Mate, I know you're not going to hear this, so you can you are a piece of shit. You're a absolute, you're a dog.
He's worse than that.
Mate,
he's like pond scum.
Mate, let go.
This bloke, he's not even a man. Like, men are honourable and respectful. This bloke isn't a man. He's not a human. He's just a like pond scum. I don't even have the words. And I'm wordy. You know I am. And this guy just needs to be thrown into a pit somewhere.
Do you know what? I think we've given him too much time. We haven't even mentioned his name, and me calling him a dog actually gives him too much more. One
more thing, Benny. Look, we have talked about some heavy shit right now. Just at the beginning of a podcast, it's usually fairly light. If that's brought up any issues for anyone out there at all, please give Lifeline a call on 131114. There's always someone there to listen, and it's not as bad as it seems. Please talk to each other.
They are good people there, so give a call to Lifeline. That number again is
131114.
That's right, 131144. Give Lifeline a call, and if you're feeling a little bad about that, they are good people. Just give them a call and have a chat to them. And this is the last thing I'm going to say about that Darrow.
Absolutely.
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
Student artist Louise Brown wants to get rid of the idea that having pubic hair is gross, unsexy, or unhygienic.
Yeah, right.
I was ranting.
So our tax dollars are hard at work for Louise Brown to tell the public that your pubes are good.
Or not good.
Or not good.
Well, anyway, she's...
Wow.
She's from the UK. All right?
Okay, so...
She's protesting the pressure to get rid of our pubes she made up a model of performer lady kit to appear bald, then wrapping a pair of fake legs around her neck. So there's fake legs, and she's shaven, and she's also wrote on her face, "Stop policing through our pubes." Look at the photo. All right. She actually looks like Ahsoka, from Star Wars.
Oh, she does too. She's got them big tentacle things.
But they've got joggers on thing.
But those legs, it looks like they've been broken. The feet are pointing in all lumpy directions.
She said that she acknowledges that the artwork is pretty bold and that it may offend some people, but she hopes that the piece called "Stop Policing Our Hair Growth" will stop censorship of the human body.
But hang on. So, describe the piece.
Oh, shit. I just saw I've just seen I've just seen the reverse picture.
Yep. So it's much worse from the back.
She says that hair surrounding a woman's genitals is being deemed as gross, unsexy, and even unhygienic. She went on to say, yet men have hairy legs and armpits, and that's not deemed gross or dirty in any way. She continued She did.
Oh, great.
With the porn industry has left generations expecting not only no hair, but also no shaving cuts, ingrown hairs, or the other painful and quite frankly widespread, which looking at this picture is widespread results of hair removal. Now,
I don't know about this.
Yeah, neither do I. Now, look, she wants to point out, and the artwork is actually worn on her head, so it's a stocking. So she walked into a bank with this. They're pushing the button, and the shutters are coming up. She wants to know whether or not is pubic hair offensive to men. And look, I've only clicked on this story because I only came across it like yesterday.
Right.
Is pubic hair offensive to men?
Maybe other men's pubic hair might be offensive to me.
Oh, completely.
But, that's cool.
I'm not interested in men. I'm
not...
Look, I'm not scouring the internet for anything, but, I'm just saying that,
Look, I'm going to get myself in trouble with at least 50% of the audience here, though. If I go on, there is no right answer to this question, Benny.
I don't think there is a right answer.
But, moderation in all things. You can have too much of a good thing. And, if you've got to go charging through there with a pith helmet and a machete, maybe you should have a trim. I'm not saying, shave that all down and shit, but Jesus, just trim up a little bit. Now, I'm a bit guilty of the winter growth. Haven't manscaped in a while. I think we said that in the intro.
I'll scape, but I have to scape because I'm afraid that something will get caught in the zipper.
Yeah, see, now that's another thing, isn't it?
That's an occupational health and safety kind of deal.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than getting a couple of the...
Why were you not back at your desk after your break? Well...
Yeah, there was a fly-related incident.
There was, yeah.
Yeah.
The forest Forest.
It's like that M. Night Shyamalan movie, isn't it? The Village. Like, if you've got people coming out of your vaginal or penis hair going, we're from a village that's been separated from the rest of mankind, it's too long, right? Like, I don't care. Shaved, you got a pattern in there, you got a landing strip, whatever.
I just don't want the area there to look like the Jacksons' mid-70s.
Or like, Chewbacca's family photo.
What about Life Day?
Yeah, nah, look, do what you will with your groin patch area. It's your call, but
the thing is, though, and this student is saying that, look, you can't tell me, society can't tell me that I can't have a secret garden, right?
Yeah.
And that's fine. I can't tell you to say that. If you want to have a secret garden,
go for it.
That's fine. Grow away.
I just don't think we need to be spending tax money on encouraging
students.
This woman to stick legs and a fake vagina on the back of a model's head.
Yeah, look, I think that's a bit offensive because to me that just makes her look like a head.
I was going to say she just made a of herself.
This is The Burble with Benny and Az.
So we live in Australia, Benny.
Yes.
Country with the highest population of things that will kill you if you allow them to.
Arachnids,
quokkas,
crocs,
emus,
drop
bears,
yep,
hoop snakes.
That takeaway at the end of the street that hasn't reached an A-level serve with food.
Yeah, the heat.
Oh, the heat.
The heat. Heat will definitely kill you.
Summer, mate. This is the reason why we didn't do shows in summer.
It was too bloody hot.
It was too bloody hot.
And we had to, make our way through all of the venomous wildlife.
Exactly right.
But anyway, so wildlife, Benny.
Mm-hmm.
More particularly the insectoid type of life.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you get an unwelcome critter in your house, do you pick it up in a cup and a bit of paper and take it outside?
If I was you, being a fake Buddhist, yes.
Do you squash it? Do you bug spray it? Depending, I guess, on what type of insect it is.
I'm trying to be a man to my partner.
Right.
Proving that I can go, oh, that's a venomous spider.
Yeah, righto.
Let's throw down.
Okay.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas style. I'm going to throw.
So you're a squisher?
Well, I'm a renter and I don't want to shoot holes in the tiles.
Well, funny you say that.
I don't actually have a gun, but anyway.
Well, not many Aussies do. We don't need them. They just throw wildlight at each other if we want to kill someone.
Exactly right.
But anyway, look, so if a cockroach came into your domicile and was scuttering around, you'd either bug spray it or flatten it with a rolled up newspaper or a shoe or something.
Capture it in kitchen towel.
Capture it in a kitchen towel, flush it down the loo, whatever you do.
I'll not put it down the loo. The loo has a problem with flushing that kind of thing.
Bugs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bugs are lighter than water, and if you wrap it up in something in the flush process, it might actually go and come out, and then all of a sudden you've got a squashed friggin' cockroach in your toilet. So
we'll head on over to the home of the brave, the land of the free and the big burgers, of course, America. So in Detroit, there was a man who attempted to do some bug extermination and managed to shoot himself in the foot.
Was he going after it with a gun?
Of course. What else do you do with a gun?
Okay, of course. Do we know what the gun was?
It was a handgun.
It was a handgun?
Handgun.
Just like a midnight special, or...?
I don't think it was a Desert Eagle. It's probably a bit smaller than that.
In Detroit?
In Detroit. Well, actually, maybe, no.
You might need a Desert Eagle.
Could have been a bazooka or, AK-47. Anyway, so this bloke, now he's 50. Let's just let that sink in for a minute. He's 50.
And by that time, you should have some common sense, right?
Well, you'd think so.
Right.
All right, so cockroach comes into old mate's house. So he does the normal-ish thing. Picks up a shoe, but this is where it all kind of collapses into a pile of wrong.
He had a shoe in one hand and a gun in the other?
Well, no. He threw the shoe at the cockroach, but there was a gun in the shoe.
How did he not know there was a gun in the shoe?
So anyway, you can guess the rest. He threw the shoe at the cockroach. The gun fell out of the shoe, went off.
Shot him in the foot.
Capped him in the foot. Now, I got questions. I
always have questions.
I know. Why are you keeping a gun in your shoe?
That's ridiculous. What kind of gun? Was it loaded?
Obviously.
Was the safety off?
Must have been.
What are you doing? Oh man, look, Americans. Let's get on Animal Planet. Let's get a TV show, me and you together. So Americans aren't that dumb, right? Let's get on Animal Planet, okay?
Okay.
And